What's going on, folks? Welcome to the latest edition of Nintendo Enthusiast Week in Review. It is I, Shawn, and obviously with this past week's events, things were a bit quiet on the Nintendo news front, but there's still a few things to talk about. So without any further ado, let's jump into this past week's news. Obviously, the biggest news of the past week is the passing of Nintendo's president, Satoru Iwata. I did a video on it when the news was announced, just kind of a quick thing, but it's pretty impactful. It's kind of amazing to see the video game community, not just the Nintendo community, but the whole video game community as a whole coming together on this. Iwata was much more than just a standard suit and tie president. Like, he was a legit dude. He was a legit gamer. He came from the bottom, started at the bottom, now we're here. Like, he started out as a programmer at HAL Laboratory and did some amazing things. He created, helped create Balloon Fight, helped create Kirby's Adventure, saved Earthbound. He just did a lot of stuff, and he was a very humble individual. A lot of times when, companies go through financial issues, the president will just fire people and get a whole new staff of yes men. But in 2013, Iwata didn't do that. He took a pay cut, and he took another pay cut, actually. He took a total of two 50% pay cuts. And you don't see people do that. It's much more than just, like I said, a suit and tie guy. Like, Iwata was a real dude. And that's why I'll miss him, because he was a real guy, he was a real gamer, and whether you agreed with his decisions or didn't agree with his decisions, he always had gamers in mind. I mean, he led Nintendo to the Nintendo DS and the Wii, which was Nintendo's most profitable it's ever been. I mean, imagine a Nintendo without the DS or the 3DS. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. Those are such, staples, and the Wii was just, such a huge phenomenon, and it brought in so many new gamers. And although those new gamers may not have transferred over to the Wii U like Nintendo expected, nobody's perfect. You can't foresee things like that. You can't predict things like that. So I will miss Iwata. Iwata was an awesome dude. I always loved, as silly as it is, just his funny English. Like, I think it was 2005's E3, and he would always say things like, "You, the gamer," and it always just made me laugh because, it was just funny. You could tell that he was a real passionate dude and a real humble dude. So, Iwata, you will be missed, and, hope the afterlife's treating you well.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is brought to you by PunchOutGaming.com. From retro gaming to modern, PunchOutGaming.com has you covered. Join their Facebook group for the best sales as well. Link in description.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is a game I've actually used before, but since I don't own a physical copy of Balloon Fight, I'm going to use it again. Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Just a fantastic game. One of the best from HAL Laboratories, really saved them and put them on the map, and one of the best NES games ever created. This is one of Iwata's best creations in my opinion, and just a timeless game. You could still play it to today and it still looks gorgeous, still has very impressive effects, and it's still a lot of fun. So make sure you own this game. If you don't own it, pick it up. You can get it on the virtual console, or physical copy is always nice, but definitely Kirby's Adventure is an awesome game. So there's been a lot of preview footage for Devil's Third in Europe, and so far it's been mostly negative stuff, which is unfortunate. A lot of people don't seem to be enjoying the single player. There seems to be some technical issues with the game, and that's unfortunate because this game has been in development for so long. I'm still holding out that the game will be a fun experience. The multiplayer still has a great chance because no one's really been able to play that. But there is one sort of good thing about it, is that Itagaki has been listening on Facebook. He's been looking at all the previews, and he says he will make things right by gamers, so hopefully that will need some sort of a patch or something, but I don't know, it's going to be a very interesting situation to see what happens with Devil's Third. What do you guys think of all the Devil's Third previews that have been going up? Do you think a lot of it is just, honest feeling, or do you think there's some sort of fluff behind it? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, something I'm very excited about has happened in the indie scene. Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures is one of my favorite indie games so far. It's just fantastic. It really harks back to the retro style of Mega Man and those 2D platformers with brutal difficulty, but it's still very fun, and of course I love the Angry Video Game Nerd style. And Angry Video Game Nerd 2 Adventures has been confirmed. It'll be getting a sequel, and that sequel is coming to Nintendo platforms, so that is awesome. That's some great news. you know, something positive in this week of sort of negativity with Iwata's passing and whatnot. So that's kind of like a little beacon of light that I've been kind of holding on to because I'm a huge fan of the original game. What did you think of the original game? Are you excited that we're going to be seeing a sequel to it? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to do it for this week's show. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our page. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers and we're putting together a cool little video for you guys that I think you guys will like. It's pretty funny. And yeah, as always, thank you for checking us out. Make sure you visit NintendoEnthusiast.com for all your Nintendo information. And I'll see you guys next week. Later.